Now it's time to see how we can connect the code with the UI components. So how we can connect the code with the layouts, with the buttons, with the text views, with the images. And to do that, we need to use what is called r.java file. And this r.java file, what it's doing is connecting the code with the UI components. This is basically what it's doing. And you probably noticed that you already have this R here, and what this R is doing now here is connecting this set content view function with the layout activity.main. So when our app is launched, when this function is called set content view, R is gonna go inside the layout and is gonna take this activity.main, and that is gonna be displayed for the user to see. Now let's see how we can. Let's first create a new layout. So I'm gonna create a new layout here. So I'm gonna click on this greater arrow in front of layout. I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna create a new layout. So we go to new and we select this layout resource file, and I'm gonna call this layout let's say new layout. I'm gonna press OK. And it's created a new layout. I'm gonna put a button here. I'm gonna constrain it. So I'm gonna constrain it horizontally and vertically. Now, what I said previously was that this layout and the set content view is gonna set the activity.main as the view that the user is gonna see when it launches the app. So when you go to it's gonna see this. But I want to have this. I want the user to see this layout when it launches the app. And to do that, we change this activity.main. We change this, so we delete this, and we type here new layout. And now if you run this code, now you'll when this set content view is gonna be called, r.layout is gonna go inside the layouts that we defined here, and it's gonna set the new layout that we create. So now our app is creating. Alright, so our app launch, and now we have this new layout that we created previously, and we have the button here in the middle. Now it's time to see how we can connect the button that is inside our new layout with the code. And to do that, first I'm gonna go inside our new layout. I'm gonna hide the emulator because I don't need the emulator, and I'm gonna go to design. And one important thing to understand is that all the widgets that we have here, all the UI components, are objects. So we can represent them in code. We can create a button object and we can connect it with the button UI object that is here. So, but how to connect them? How are we gonna connect them? Because here, when you connected the layout, here we use the r.layout.new layout. And to connect the button with the button object that you're gonna create, to connect the button object UI with the button object that we're gonna create, you need to give an ID. And I think by default that already has an ID. And this is the ID. The ID is button. So we're gonna use this ID to connect the button that we have here with the button object UI with the button object that we're gonna create here. So I'm gonna create here a button object, and I'm gonna type private latent it var button. Now I'm gonna go down here, and here I'm gonna type button. And now I'm going to use a function called findViewById, and this function is the function which is going to connect with using the r.java file. Is going to connect our button object that we created above with our button object that is inside our new layout. So I'm going to type here find view by ID. I'm going to type here r, so the thing that connects the code with the UI, r.id button. So we have our button here. So if I hold control and I press click on this, it took me inside here because it knows that we are referencing this button. So now the button that we created here, it's connected with the button UI that we have here. So those now are connected, and because they are now connected, now I can do, because it's an object, I can call functions on this button. So I can type here button dot text, gonna put equals, I'm gonna put here, let's say login button. So if we rerun this, select terminate, now we have the text login button, and we can call another function. We can say here button dot text or button dot color. I don't know what was that called. I don't remember how that was called, but you can call more function on this button, like changing the color and so on. So this is how you can connect a UI component object with an object that you create in your code using this function findViewById and the r Java resource file. So this is our discussion about the r resources file and how we can connect UI objects with button with objects in our code. So see you in the next video.